All right.
It's fucking recording.
Mulligans and Hackers podcast.
Number 105.
Yeah, 105. And this one's on the road.
We're literally on the road.
As you can see, we are in the car. We are on our way back from our trip out to Copper Point for the opening major of the Alberta Golf Tour.
What a fantastic weekend. Because it was a fantastic weekend. Great experience. We got up there. We left Thursday. We got up Thursday night. Got our hotel. Had a practice round booked for Friday with Leah and Cody.
Yep.
So, wanted to get around the course just to have an idea of what was going on. And let's say this before we get going. Fucking mountain courses. Holy shit. It's my first experience with a mountain course. And they're a different animal. No doubt, different animal. But Invermere was lovely. What a spot. I mean, we're here now in the mountains. Just
coming out of Banff.
Just coming out of Banff in the mountains. The views were absolutely, positively stunning. You could never truly get sick of seeing views like that.
No, man. If I got to wake up every day to that, it would just be awesome.
Wow.
You just walk. You walk out your door, and all you're seeing is just a beautiful mountain range in the distance. I mean, mountain life. I mean, the stereotype there is like, it's just crazy. Like the view would never get old.
Ever. I mean, truly, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So then, we're putzing around Friday morning. I did a little workout at the hotel. So we were chomping at the bit to get it to the golf course, to get some work in for sure. So we went down. Did we hit the range on Thursday?
Absolutely, we did.
We did hit the range on Thursday. Natural tee boxes. I mean, it's a top-notch golf course.
Yeah.
It is one of the inside the top 100 in Canada, right?
I believe it's number 69.
Number 69 on the top 100 of Canada, and there's a reason for it. Beautiful facility, beautiful clubhouse, absolutely gorgeous 18-hole run there at Copper Point.
And it's a good thing we did play Friday because we learned some tricks, which was nice.
Well, we learned some tricks that didn't really help us over the weekend. I mean,
well, maybe not you, but it helped me putting.
Personally, I'll throw it out there, and didn't really help me. I knew where not to go, but I just couldn't convince myself not to go there. So
that's fair.
But we played a practice round on Friday with Leah and Cody, like we said. Actually, played well on Friday. I shot an 83.
Yeah, I shot a 88 Friday, so not terrible, not great. But we did have the old Prez, Leah, careered that day.
She did. She had a career best that day. What did she shoot on the front?
She had 2 bogeys and a birdie on the front, and the rest were pars, so she was +1 after 9. And then on the back, she had all pars except for 1 bogey and 1 birdie. So she shot a +1 in our round and careered. And she was just out of this world happy about it. I mean, she was bombing drives, hitting them perfect. Her approach shots were great. She was putting really good. I mean, we made the joke that maybe we're going to have to come out and play all the time because if she's going to play like that.
Yeah, she can definitely play the loops, that's for sure. This was our first time seeing her play, so shout out to Leah on your career round.
Yeah, we do have an interview with her on our socials about her career.
We do. Check that out. So a great day for her. Good day for us. We noticed very early in our round that the greens were going to be challenging at best, treacherous at worst, and yeah, I will put it out there now that mountain course greens, not my friend. And I know, shout out and thank you to Leah for trying to explain it to this moron about how lies and angles and hills and all that shit works on mountain courses, because it looked like it was sloping one way, but when you would hit the ball, it would go the other way because it's on the hill, whatever. I'm way too dumb of a student to be picking up on that shit. All I know is I played okay Friday, fairway to green. Once we got to the green, I struggled a little bit, but I still shot an 83, which for me was a great round.
Yeah, overall not bad, right? Like, I mean, I was okay with my 88. I wasn't super happy about it, but I mean, it was not a bad round at the end of the day. And I mean, I thought we were in good shape for our opening round on Saturday. And I mean, we had a late tee time.
We did
3:30, 3:40, 3:39 or something like that. It was late.
But we got down to the course, did another range session, felt pretty good on the range session. Spent a little bit of time up on the practice green trying to get something that remotely resembled a putting stroke. But once the range session was done, we were up on the tee box getting announced, and we were off.
Yeah, so in our group yesterday, or on Saturday, we had you, me, my best friend Clay, and Reese. I golfed with Reese last year at Mickelson National.
This was my first time golfing with Reese.
Yeah, so you and Reese were in a cart together, and I was in a cart with Clay, and we were off and running.
So I can't even remember what we did. I know what I shot Saturday. Again, getting off the tee box wasn't the issue. A couple times I was in trouble off the tee box, but nothing crazy. But my approach shots were mediocre.
Yep.
But again, the green work, so many three putts, just hindered a lot of things Saturday. The flat stick, and just not being able to read the greens. So I came out of Saturday with an 88.
But we were playing Stableford, remember?
We're playing Stableford, so I came out with an 88. I got 30 points.
Yes, that sounds
30
right.
points. 30 points Saturday on the Stableford system. Not too bad. I think I was tied for 9th in the C flight.
You were tied for, yeah, sounds right.
Yeah. So not a good start for me in this major, because again we're taking into account not nervousness, but first time in a tour event in a major on the AGT. I didn't really feel any nervousness or anything like that. The game wasn't quite where I wanted it on Saturday. I did play better on Friday, but that's why we play the round of golf, is because I didn't have it. Not that I didn't have it. I played okay and came out of it with 30 points, which still kind of kept me in contention.
Yeah, I think the guy that was in first after day one in our flight had 39. So he had an exceptional day one and played really, really good. I ended up with 31 points, so I was 1 point better than you after day one. I shot, I think, an 83 yesterday. So much better round for me. Still wasn't really happy. Like, I haven't played enough golf, so I mean, I'm not really happy with my approach shots. I mean, I was using the driver, even though it really wasn't working for me, but I kept pushing out there. This course really helped my my fairways, because they're so fucking big, it's hard to miss them. And we did really well with that. And so, I mean, I had 1 more point than you, and I think Clay came out and he had, what did he have, 34? I think he was just ahead of us, yes. So he had 3 points ahead of us. That's Sandbagger, who shouldn't be in our division, but
and that's all I heard the entire weekend. Clay is a good golfer. Let's put that out there. Probably a B flight guy,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, when he's playing well, that's probably where he belongs.
Yes. So he had a great day. Reese played well.
Yep.
It was nice to have Reese in the crew with us. So we got through day one. Still in shape. With a chance. We outside chance maybe for me, but still in the mix if I got off well on Sunday. So went back to the hotel. Or we had dinner at the golf course, didn't we?
We did. We had dinner with Reese and Clay, and
shout out to Copper Point Restaurant. That was some fantastic grub. Definitely worth the stay. First time I've seen this guy ever have a drink.
Yeah, I had a Ryan Coke after the round. I mean, I don't I drink very often, but I was feeling like I needed one.
We've been friends for how long, and that's the first time I've seen you have a drink.
I don't drink very often.
No, and I had a beer. Great meal, great burger.
Yeah.
They didn't have. I asked for a poutine. They didn't have cheese curds, but she said they could whip something up, and boy did they ever.
Yeah, she made you a special one.
Yes, she did, and it was top notch, fantastic.
Now going back a little bit on Friday, what happened on Friday with the cart girl, Alvin?
So here's the story, and I know she's going to be listening to this. Shout out to Trinity, one of the cart attendants, not cart attendants, but golf
beverage girls.
Beverage girls.
Yeah, beverage cart girl.
Beverage cart girl, Trinity. She threw me for a loop, and that's not easy to do because I've been around the block a few times.
Oh God, was it funny?
All across this country, I've been in every province. I've been not coast to coast, but province to province. I've been all across. So we get up to the beverage cart that she's manning because they're stationary, and I go over. I buy a couple snacks, and as I'm walking away, Trinity goes, "Is your name Alvin?" And I turn around and I said, "Yes." And I look at her name tag on her chest and I said, "Hi, Trinity, how are you?" And she goes, "Yes, hi. My name name tag is on my," or what did she say? She said, "My name is on my chest. Yours is on your ass." And I did not know how to take that. But all I know is I started laughing, and Leah and Cody started laughing, and this guy started laughing. And I didn't really know how to respond. I was like, "Yeah, okay. My name is on my ass," because it was on my scorecard sticking out of my pocket.
It was good. It was funny.
So it was hilarious. Trinity, I'll remember that story on the golf course forever.
The funnier part about that was she asked Leah if she was there last year, and Leah's like, "Yeah," and then she's like, "I'm the what's Blair's last name?
Sinclair.
I'm the Blair Sinclair girl," because whatever happened with Blair Sinclair. And it's just funny because every time we talk about AGT, we always bring up Blair, and we always bugging him a little bit with his handicap maintenance and whatnot. And shout out to Blair. It was nice seeing you this weekend, buddy.
It was so nice seeing you, pal. And I know you're listening to this too. I'm totally embracing the sandbagger movement. Sandbaggers for life. For life.
So, and I think Trinity and Blair are both from Irma, Alberta.
There you go.
That's the connecting story there. So it was kind of neat and a good way to keep it light on Friday.
Why was it ever light? That was awesome.
Yeah, it was funny. It was good.
And I'll remember Trinity forever just because of that. My name is on my ass.
Maybe she'll be back there next year when we go back for the opening major again. We can say hi. So, day one, we're inside the top 10, outside chance, possibly. Got some work to do, a few points behind. So, this morning, we get an earlier tee time. You're in the group ahead of me. I'm in the chase group behind the leaders. And how'd it go? So,
today I had Reese in my group again.
Yep.
So, it was nice to golf with Reese again. Then we had Ian and Darcy.
Yep.
Were our foursome, and it was nice to see those guys. Shout out to Ian and Darcy. Good dudes. Met so many good people on this weekend. So I'll tell you, I struggled from the get-go, not finding fairways because I hit 100% of the fairways today, which is the first time I've ever done that.
That's wild.
But my approach shots, I didn't have an iron shot. I didn't have a wood shot. I didn't have a hybrid shot.
Yeah, nothing?
Nothing was working early. And around the green, I tried everything the first few holes. I tried my gap wedge to chip, my pitch wedge to chip, my 56, my 52. I tried everything, and it was all garbage. It really was all garbage. And I was doubling squares early. And giving points away, especially because those were holes that I got strokes on.
Yeah,
and I was getting 6s and 7s and 8s.
It's tough when you're doing that because then you're picking up 0 or 1.
0 points, right?
Whatever you're doing, right?
So I bogeyed 1, which was a par 4. So
pick up 1 point.
Pick up 1 point. I think I might have got a stroke on that one. Number 2 was a par 3, which is not a hard par 3 either. I doubled that one.
Yeah, me too.
Then we had the par 5, which I played well the first 2 days. Well, I tripled that one.
Oof.
Came out of it with an 8, and I got a stroke on that one, I know, because I totally gave that up.
I parred that one for a net birdie.
And then hole number 4 is a par 4, bogey.
And you get a stroke on that one.
Right? So, like, through the first 4 holes, I'm 7 over.
Oof.
Through the first 4 holes.
Oof.
So this is where I start my battle. So then 5 and 6, I par both of them. Par 5 and a par 4. Played those holes well. I'm like, okay, back on track a little bit, right? Like, let's get it back to bogey golf and go from there, right? So then the next par 3, not a hard par 3, Alvinator goes and double bogeys it. So now I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, no, the little bit of momentum I had with back-to-back pars is gone. So then number 8, par 4, fairway, green, 2-putt, par. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can start some momentum again. Hole number 9 is a par 5. Triple that one with a 4-putt.
Oh, and you get a stroke on that one.
Blew it. 100% blew it. An absolute tragedy. I mean, it was a train wreck from start to finish. But I did hit the fairway. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So then we made the turn, and I'm like, okay, that's done and over with. Let's just get out there, play some golf. So number 10 is a par 5. Bogeyed that one. Bogeyed 11. Par 3 is number 12. That's the one with the bunkers off to the right. Is that that's the one?
Yeah.
Number 12.
Yeah.
So that one's an elevated green.
Or elevated tee box.
Elevated tee box, but the green is elevated from.
Yes. Yes.
So there's a bunker on the left front. Down the right side, it's a sheer.
Three bunkers.
It's a sheer drop with 3 bunkers.
And everything rolls right.
All 3 days I was in the bunkers.
Oh, you were in there again?
I was in there today.
Oh, no.
But I got out in 1.
Nice.
But then I managed to 3-putt that bit.
For a 6. Or for a 5.
For a 5.
Oof.
So that was awful.
The par 3s ate you alive, eh?
Yes. So here we are in the back 9 now, and I'm 5 over through 4. And I'm like, God, I got to try and get something. Like, now I'm not so much focused on the points.
Yeah.
I'm out of
trying
that.
To survive.
I'm out of that mindset. I'm into the, dude, can you just start playing some decent golf now? Like, can we just start bogeying some shit? You know, like fairway, green or around the green, chip, couple of putts. Let's get some pars and bogeys, right? So then number 14 is a par 4. And fairway, got it close to the green, chipped it close, tapped in for, not necessarily tapped in, but made a 2 or 3 foot putt for a par.
Nice.
Okay, so first par on the back 9. I'm like, here we go. Next hole is a par 3. That one is the son of a bitch that's over. It's just, so you got tee box.
Nothing.
Just a valley of death. And I mean, it's deep. It's a deep valley. And green.
And
the green slopes back towards the shit. And behind the green, you actually have a backstop.
Yeah, but if it hits the backstop and rolls back, it's fucking going for days.
So Friday and Saturday, I played that hole relatively well.
Yes.
Today, I fucking shit-shalanked that hole. So I put it off the right front. I had to do a little mountain climbing. Thanks, Ian, for finding me the trail down there. I followed him down to his ball because he was there too. Chipped it on the green. I'm like, oh, great. Like, seriously. So it's on the green now. It's my turn to putt. And this is a little bit of the frustration. I went to put my putter behind the ball. I hit the ball. I made contact with the ball. And I moved it. So there's a stroke. So then I putted it long, and I picked it up. I said, that's it. That was my first exit of the weekend, my first hole that I totally just total debauchery on that hole. And the old Alvin
would have blown up.
Would have said, that's it. It's clubhouse time. I'm fucking done with this shit. But no, Alvinator carried on. And the next hole was a par 4. Double bogeyed that one. So I'm like, it's fucking lost. Like, I mean, so I got 2 holes to go. I'm not going to give up. Got to get it together. The next one's a par 3. I hit it.
Short par 3.
Short par 3. hit the green, 2-putted for a par. I'm like, decent. Number 18 is a par 4. That's a great looking hole too, by the way. Number 18.
Only water on the entire course.
Yep. So fairway, green, 2-putt par. So I parred the last 2 holes.
Yep.
So
that's 4 points right there.
The shit show that went on the entire time, I managed to still stay with it and par the last 2 holes without totally destroying my game. So I'm taking that as a win for Alvin, that he just didn't collapse and say, okay, I can't do it today. I played right to the end, parred the last 2 holes, and got the points that I got. So I was happy with that.
So you finished your round. I
shot a 93.
Hey. Well, I started really well on this round. Like, I had a par. I went 6 iron off the tee, had an iron in, and then I had a 2-putt for a par, and I was happy with that. Number 2, the par 3, absolutely shit butcher. Take a double. And then it was par on 2 holes where I get strokes. So net birdies, like back-to-back net birdies. And I'm like, all right, now we're running. Like, we're 7 points here. We're rolling through 4 holes. Or, like, that's really good. Next hole, I think, is the other par 3. I picked up on that hole. I ended up taking a 6 because it was really fucking bad. I was short of the green, and I somehow chipped over the green. Like, way fucking over the green. Like, that's how bad my short game is right now. Like, with my wedges, it's atrocious. I just don't have any faith in it right now. So that happens. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Anyways, I make it out of the front. I think I shot a 45. I was struggling my way through the end of the 9. Number 9's a par 5, and it took me 4 shots on the par 5 to get on the green. 4 shots to get onto the green. And I had like a 40-footer for par. And I'm like, oh, well, I was like, I get a stroke on this hole, I guess. I was like, so, you know, if I just make a bogey and get a net par, it'll be great. Well, sure enough, I fucking leg in a nice 40-foot fucking par save. And Cam, Tom, and Chris in my group are like, that was pretty good. And I'm like, yeah, well, I needed that because, like, this is getting away from me. So they give me the tee box on 10 with my long par, and get up on the tee box. I can't tell you the last time I've done this. I had a 6 iron in my hand. It's a par. It's back-to-back par 5s. Go to hit the ball. Open face, fucking straight OB right. And I'm like, well, it's 3 off the tee. Awesome. So I wait my turn, go in. I grab driver. So I'm like, well, I gotta get it out there now. So I grab driver. Doesn't work out real well. Go to hit a 6 iron out of the spot. Go left into the trees. Long story short, I end up picking up on that hole. So I give away another hole. So then I'm grinding through. So I find a couple pars on the back. I had a couple birdie chances all day long. There was a couple when I had birdie opportunities, I left them like real close, like on the lip, just short. But I mean, for tap in pars, which was good. Like I had good pace. I had a lot of good legs from just off, like on the fringe, because everything's flat enough there that you don't necessarily need to chip it off the fringe. So I had some good leg putts up there. I grinded to the end, and I ended up with a disappointing bogey on 18, and finished with a 90, plus 19, 90. Not a good round. Not good enough.
The conditions weren't great.
No.
The wind picked up. We did get a little rain. Sorry, Leah. I was actually worried that I was going to see her in the clubhouse.
But she came zipping out as we made the turn, and she said they had all the trophies and everything, and they were hauling them in, and they're like, and she's like, every fucking time you guys come to an event, she's like, I swear to God, she's like, if it fucking rains, because she's like, I was talking to somebody, and we never get weather like this in Invermere at Copper Point, they said. And I just kind of chuckled, and I'm like, well, it's Alvin's fault. Like,
I was worried I was going to see her when we came up 18. She was going to be coming out of that clubhouse with a glazed look over her face going, you. And I was actually worried. I was actually concerned. And not a lot worries or concerns me on this planet anymore. But Leah upset because of the weather and me bringing rain. I was a little upset. I was a little worried about that, but it wasn't bad.
So how many points did you pick up in that last round? I picked up 26. So you must have picked up 24. You did
24.
pick up 24, yeah.
So 30 Saturday, 24 Sunday.
Yep, 54.
For 54 points, which put me
tied for 13th.
Tied for 13th in the C flight.
Yep.
It wasn't a top 10. I really truly wanted a top 10 finish. I didn't play well enough for a top 10 finish, so I'm going to take what I got. First experience as in a major in the AGT. Lots of fun, great people. Trip to Invermere, other than having this guy with me, it was fantastic.
Yeah, his little chauffeur.
My chauffeur.
I picked up 26 points on day 2 and 31 on day 1 for 57. So overall, pretty happy with that. I mean, I could have played much better today. I felt like I didn't have my best game, but that's okay. I finished 9th overall in the flight. So, for my first time playing at Copper Point, first major on the AGT, it was a wonderful experience. I mean, all the guys that we got to golf with were awesome dudes, all of them. Every single guy I've met on this tour so far at all the events that we've played over the last year and the start of this season have been just awesome guys. Like they're just out there, and girls. Awesome people. They're just out there having fun, trying to play some great golf, and
quite a few new people on the tour this year too. So
absolutely. And Tom said it this year. It's funny because he's played for I think quite a few years. He said, and he's like, it's kind of fun. He's like, when you play like in the C flight, he's like, when you're playing with guys who are all kind of around that 10 to 12, 13 handicap. He's like, and you go through a round, you see the best of their game and you see the worst of their game. He's like, especially over 2 days. He's like, today was a prime example, right? Like between the 4 of us, every single one of us had 3 to 4 holes where we just completely blew up. And then we also had holes where we were like, we actually looked like we could golf.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun, right?
Well, it was kind of funny because Friday when we played, I parred the last 6 holes on the back 9.
Yes. Yeah. You played a really good
6
round.
6 pars in a row. And both days, Saturday and Sunday, I thought that if I could just get to that point, those holes I can play well, but conditions and factors plays into that. And
we got to give Clay a shout out.
Well,
because Clay finished day 1 with 35 points and day 2 with 34 for a total of 69 to finish second in the flight and lose by 4 points to the winner. So I mean,
in his AGT debut,
sandbagging motherfucker ended up finishing.
Sandbaggers for life.
Yeah, and ended up finishing second overall.
He finished second, and good for you, Clay.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Love it, and you probably should be in the B flight.
Absolutely. I said to you this morning, I said, if it isn't going to be us, I'm hoping it's you. So I mean, it was nice to see you get in there and play well. And next time. We'll see what happens, but I don't think you belong in our flight.
I thought he played well, but he is a far better golfer, we'll say, than our getting it around the course.
Yeah, but I mean, he's also golfed since he was younger, right? Yeah. So I mean, he's a pretty good golfer.
And if he plays more, he's going to just get better.
Yeah.
Right?
And it was nice to have him out. It was nice to get around with him yesterday, right? And in our group and stuff, and it was a good time. It was pretty
fantastic,
pretty
weekend.
Fun, and
the shitty part about it is the ride home. What we're doing right now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the toughest part about this entire weekend is the ride home that we're having right now because it's 5 hours and 20 minutes from Invermere to Medicine Hat.
Yes, so we've got still another 3 hours on the road. But
yep. But you know what? I will gladly do it again next year. That course has got me hooked. I mean. Probably going to have to bring my wife next year, I think. I think you were saying something similar. Yeah. So I might have to take a couple vehicles up and, go make a little bit of a weekend out of it and enjoy it. I mean, it's beautiful scenery. I mean, we got to see we've seen a brown bear on the way up. We've seen a black bear on the way home or coming through on the way home today. A bunch of mountain sheep.
Mountain goats.
Yeah. And
rams.
Yeah.
It was, again, such a great trip. We'd been looking forward to this for about a year.
Yeah.
Knowing we were going to go to Invermere and do the opening weekend major. And Leah, shout out to you for running a top-notch event. shout out to Copper Point for having a fantastic venue and some fantastic people at the course.
Yep.
Trinity.
Especially.
And it's a top-notch place, and I firmly understand now why this is such an important event for the AGT and is their first major, because everything about it is top-notch and fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, can't say enough about the golf course, the conditions it was in. All the staff there were awesome. Everybody we talked to was, exceptional. Driving range was great. All the amenities were awesome. The food there was terrific. And I mean, again, those of you guys that have played on the tour for a while, I mean, it's no surprise. I mean, that Leah and Cody run such a great events, right?
I should give Cody a shout.
Yeah, we should give Cody a shout.
Yeah, shout out to you too, Cody. But I don't want to leave you out here.
Yeah, Leah's the face of the tour, but I think Cody lends a hand there now and again. And I mean, it's just awesome. I mean, to see all that hard work, and it's pretty cool when everybody comes in, and it's not a tour round, and everybody truly are friends, and they're out there having good times during their practice rounds and getting to know them. And I mean, I really felt like this weekend we kind of worked our way into the AGT family a little bit more.
I agree.
I feel like we've become part of that family now.
I'm happy with that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
And amazing. And I mean, everybody's awesome. Everybody's just there to have fun and, try and play their best and compete against one another. But at the end of the day, it's about, having fun, meeting people, and playing golf.
So you don't have to join the tour to play in events. So if you want to pick an event to go to, you just go online and register for it. You don't have to necessarily be part of the tour. You just have to pay the entry fee. Let's get more people into the AGT so we get a bigger family and make this thing something special.
Yeah, I mean this year it got crazy already, right? Like before.
So we've been really out on the golf course at our home course in the Hat. I know we play men's league now there, and during the men's league, I talk about AGT
all the time. Yep.
Because there's goals, incremental growth. We played the Bloom last year. They couldn't get an event to work out in the schedule down in the Forgotten Corner this year, but I want more people from southern Alberta, Medicine Hat area specifically. I want more people from down there to go to these events so that we can make it, so that we can get an event in southern Alberta every year.
Yeah,
somewhere on the schedule, playing the Bloom, playing Medicine Hat.
Connaught if we had to.
No, we won't play Connaught. that's a no-no.
Right,
because I'd probably skip that event if it was at Connaught.
No, you wouldn't.
Not gonna lie.
No, you wouldn't.
I hate that place.
You would
I don't
not
want to get
skip
into
it.
I don't like playing there. And let's get it at Medicine Hat. Let's get it at our home course.
Yeah, I mean, I know Leah tried this year, but they're very booked up, right?
And then again, it's one of the best courses in Medicine Hat.
In southern Alberta.
It's a fantastic place to play golf. Shout out to
Cam and his crew.
Cam and Wayne.
Yeah.
There.
And Connor.
Connor, yeah. So I want more people from our area to play on the AGT. Make a trip. Where do you like to play?
Where do I like
in Calgary? Speargrass?
Oh, Speargrass, yeah.
Speargrass. There's a major in Lethbridge.
Yeah, at what's that one called again?
Not Henderson.
Oh, why can't I remember what the name of it is?
I can never remember.
Paradise Valley.
No.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Paradise
Canyon, sorry.
That's what it is.
Paradise Canyon.
We just got to articulate it and we'll get it.
Yeah.
We're going to try and get some people from our area to go to a couple of those places. And
I mean, I'm looking forward to it in a couple of weeks. I mean, I'm making the trek to Delacour for the day on May 31st for the event. It's still up in the air whether Alvin will be joining me or not. But
if I can make it, I will be there in spades because it's a day trip.
Yeah, it's just a day trip.
I just want to go. But we've got coming up this weekend, we've got the Victoria Day Classic in Medicine Hat.
At our home club.
At our home club, a 3-day event.
Yep.
So we go
54 holes.
We go from 2-day major in Invermere one weekend to a 3-day event at our home course in Medicine Hat.
With some men's league mixed in the middle this week.
I am craving a casual 18 holes here. Somewhere in the next few weeks. Just a casual 18s where every shot is not like a tour shot. So
yeah, the pressure isn't there. I mean, we're going to go out and play one of those rounds, and one of us is going to break 80.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Because we're just going to not have any pressure.
It's just going to be a carefree round, but I'm looking forward to those. But there it is. Our weekend at Invermere.
Yeah.
Fantastic time.
Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
If you haven't looked at AGT, go to their website, look at AGT. Lee is a fantastic president. She's been on the pod a few times. Check out some of those episodes.
And huge shout out to Full Wedge. I mean, Full Wedge, Alvin got the Full Wedge polo. I got the level wear pullover. Just amazing quality gear. And, you know, really happy with them. And, you know, glad that they're working with the AGT. I mean, this is probably going to be my favorite pullover now. It's like the perfect temperature. Plus, it says Alberta Golf Tour on it. So, I mean,
which my Full Wedge polo does not, and I need some Alberta Golf Tour swag.
Well, you got to play a little better if you want that. Sorry, buddy. Got to get a top 10.
Anyways, take care. We'll see you next week.
Later.